Kura, the VOA correspondent in Washington, joins me now to speak more on the situation in the Central African Republic. Baring Bakassi, I have to remember your name. The Seleka rebel group says it has reorganized itself to exercise greater control over its fighters. What impact will this have on the ongoing deadly conflict in the country?
Yeah, the first thing we can think of is maybe it's going to help bring down the level of violence, because if all these fighters are put in one place and put under control, that might avoid some of the clashes they have been having with other group, especially the anti-Balaka group. But what the government and other people are concerned about, it gives a more sense of a partition of the country. Now it looks like you have two armies in one country, and that's what people have been denouncing. Why is Seleka putting together an army and having in this country? And people say it's enforcing the sense of partition of the country, of the Sierra.
So the government is accusing the group of setting up a parallel army. Is that fair, considering that the Christian anti-Balaka rebels have been terrorizing the Muslims, especially in the capital, Bangui, for some months now?
Yeah, it's because although both sides have been fighting, you can compare them. The Seleka is an organized group. They were in power before. Most of the elements are, military trained elements, and so they know how to deal with military weapon and organization. They obey to order. They take orders. On the other side, the anti-Balaka are community members. Sometimes, as I saw some of them a month ago, a 15-year-old, who live in the neighborhood. By nighttime, they take on their weapon, whether it's a knife or AK-47, to try to protect their community. Of course, they have some sort of organization, but you can compare it to the Seleka level of organization. And the anti-Balaka is not one group, and although some try to defend the community, a lot of them now are bandits, trying to profit from the situation, looting Muslim houses and shops every day. So it's not comparable. But if the Seleka, what the government is denouncing with the Seleka organization, because Seleka is a military force which is well known, and by organizing it, the government feel like they will have to face a new army in the same country.
Well, Bakassi, what is really worrisome is the word genocide that keeps coming up time and again in the CAR. Do you see the situation degenerating into a genocide just like it happened in Rwanda?
Yeah, it's quite possible. When I've been hearing words like genocide, I didn't believe it until I went there, and I saw people with machetes, and I did talk to them a lot of the time, and some of the kids say, all my family has been killed, and I'm here to defend. They're on a revenge mode for some of them, and you have a Muslim living almost entrenched in their community. Some of them have fled because they can go out, they can go 500 meters from their house. If they go out, they might just get easily killed, because the other members of the community are very angry of what the Seleka government did. The Seleka government, which was mostly Muslim, comprised also elements from Sudan, a rebel militia member from Sudan, and they did commit a lot of crime. And today, the population of the Sierra, which is more than 80% Christian, is now trying to blame the whole Muslim community, which is really, people are paying the price for something not all Muslims were part of the Seleka government, part of the Seleka power. So genocide, it's quite possible. That's why it's important that the international community bring in more troops to try to protect the communities, because it's not two armies facing each other and killing each other. It's communities, neighbors turning on each other and killing each other. So that make worry about possible genocide.
It really looks like almost the same way it happened. It's degenerating just the same way it happened in Rwanda. Neighbors killing neighbors, and almost whole families being wiped out in a community. Thank you so much, Bagassi Ukura is the VOA correspondent. Thank you so much for joining us on The World today and bringing us up to speed, helping us understand what's going on in the Central African Republic. And that's The World today. Thank you for joining us. I am Amarachi Obani. Do stay tuned though. Sports News is up next.